This is my first break of the day after about 10 kilometers. I got a cortado, which is mostly gone, and a tortilla. And I'm sitting here at this bar restaurant. There's a hotel here too, but it's got this beautiful view out over the reservoir. It's a little noisy, but it's just really beautiful. So yeah, I walked about 10 kilometers and there's no one here right now. I think I was the first pilgrim besides some guys on bikes to leave the albergue. So I imagine others are behind me. Since I'm walking such a big day though, I'm trying to get a pretty, trying to keep a good pace. But my other plan though, I think, if I can do this well, is to stop like every 10 kilometers or so to take a break. I think it's a nice way. It's a nice way to do the Camino. It's a really nice way to do a long day. So this is day 5 of walking. I started in La Mesa and my plan is to go to Fonsagrada, which is about 41 kilometers away. So it is a big day. One of the challenges within these stages right now is that from La Mesa, where I stayed kind of after the Hospitalis route, you kind of either have the option of doing a short day, either 15 kilometers to Grandas or 20 to Castro, and there are places to stay in each. But then between Castro and Fonsagrada, that's about 20 kilometers in between the two. There's nowhere to stay. So it was either a pretty short day or a super long day. I picked the super long day. I think it's going to be fine. I feel not bad. I don't feel my strongest. You know, some days out here, I just feel so strong in my legs. I feel like they can go forever. I don't quite feel that. But I've already walked probably maybe about 17 kilometers today, maybe 18. So I am almost halfway there. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop, take lots of breaks. I think it'll be good. It's very overcast, so it's not hot. It's humid though, which I don't like the humidity, but I suppose it's not so bad for walking. It's like 65 degrees, so it's pretty nice. I'm just passing through Castro, but this is the Juvenile Albergue, which is this beautiful old building. It's right by a big group of cows. Castro's like super tiny little place, but it could be a nice option to stay. So I just passed through Castro and just past that albergue, and it looked like such a really great and neat spot. That beautiful old building up on the hill in a super tiny village. So just a little bar and restaurant. And, you know, I thought about all the pilgrims that I've met in these last few days, and I think 99% of them are going to be staying back there. And I don't know, just feeling a tiny bit of regret for choosing to continue on and do this big day. You know, almost certainly I'm leaping ahead now a stage, and it's going to put me in with a new group of pilgrims who I don't know. And sometimes that's good, for sure, but I was just kind of getting to know a really nice group there. And so I'm walking out of Castro, and just now kind of reflecting on it, I'm like, oh, could be nice to stay. It's early, it'd be a really short day, which is fine, it's fine. But I think, this is just like one of the things of my Camino that, I'm just like constantly working on. It's that balance of when to really sort of follow my feeling of walking a long day and walking alone and doing my own thing versus when to really like stick with others and stay with them, adjust my plans, because I've met some great people and I want to stick with them. So I don't know. I think I'm happy that I'm continuing on. I really am. I think for me, this is my Camino way to really appreciate the connections when I make them, but then to just sort of follow my own way and be open to whatever comes next. So I'm open to whatever the rest of this day holds. Heading up towards that line of windmills. So I think this is the border between Asturias and Galicia. There used to be a marker right here. I have a photo of me standing right there 6 years ago. And I know the border crossing's got to be around here, and this feels right. And it would make a lot of sense with this line of stone. So I'm not sure what happened to that marker, but I am crossing into Galicia. Okay, so now I'm in Galicia. And I think I have maybe 12 kilometers left to walk today. 11 would be better. I'm feeling pretty tired actually. This is a more difficult day than I thought it was going to be. I mean, yeah, 41 kilometer day, you know, that's always going to be tough, but I think when I was planning and thinking out these stages, I forgot to take into account just like all the elevation gain, and that, you know, the beginning and into the middle of the Primitivo is, you know, not an easy walk. So I just climbed a lot. I've gotten to the highest point of the day. So it should all be flat and downhill from here, which is good. But yeah, just definitely more tiring today. And I still have a lot to go, but it'll be all right. I think there's going to be an open bar in a few kilometers, maybe 3, maybe 4, to have a drink and a little rest. So we're going to hope so. That would be very, very nice. So this is one of the fancy Galician Camino markers. Yeah, I like the ones in Asturias better, but these are, you know, nice and new. They show the kilometers left to Santiago, which is pretty cool, 164.6. Interesting fact about the shells is that they kind of change direction. So in Asturias, we were following where all the lines converged. And so I've read that, you know, the lines of these shells are supposed to represent all the paths to Santiago. And so in Asturias, we would go in the direction of where the lines converged. So in Asturias, we'd be going this way. In Galicia, it flips directions. And so now we want to go where the lines kind of come out. So we're going to the right. Well, now this doesn't make any sense. The next marker I came across after that last video, and I just explained that we were going to where all the lines of the shell point outwards. We're supposed to go in that direction, but now this shell seems to be flipped back around like how it is in Asturias. So I don't know. I have no idea. The yellow arrow says go this way, so I'm on the right track. Back on track with the right direction for Galicia. I think whoever was putting together that marker just got the shell decal backwards. All right, there have been a few signs for this place. I saw one at 6 kilometers away, at 1 kilometer, now 500 meters. And so maybe this was the bar that I thought was back in Fonsagrada, which I would just pass through, and there were like 2 houses and a church and nothing else. So maybe this will be open, fingers crossed. Success. The place was open, and I'm able to get a drink and rest my feet a little before the last push to A Fonsagrada. I'm all alone in this restaurant. It is like 20 after 8, and I thought maybe other pilgrims would be here, but yeah, it's just me and a bottle of wine. It's fine, I'm sure. So I definitely ordered too much food. This is just the first of 3, I guess, different courses plus dessert. It's gonna be so much. Course number 2. Oh.